Here's what just one can of soda being drank each day does to your body. Now, I want a disclaimer. If you're a soda drinker, you might not care. You might not give a rip. You love your soda. You want to have it. Maybe it's a family member that has this bad habit. But what you don't know can kill you, as you're about to find out, because this thing impacts so many different organ systems in the body. And it really adds up. Like, I'm going to go through the research right now and break it down and put all the references below. This is very solid science. It's not opinion. I'm not judging you if you are. I'm not saying you can never have a soda, but having one every single day, just for a 30-day period of time, let alone for a couple of years, devastating effects on the body. So I want you to think through, as I go through each of these conditions here, that if you are struggling or a family member is struggling with one of those conditions, could it actually just be the soda that you're putting in? Even if you feel like it's a small amount, it adds up very quickly. On average, one can of soda can have as much as 39 grams of sugar. The American Heart Association recommends that you shouldn't have any more than 25 grams of sugar if you're a woman and 36 grams of sugar in a day if you're a man. And one can has 39. And so it adds up so quick. That bag of sugar that I'm showing you right now, 1 month's period of time is this giant bag full of sugar that's going into your system. So here's what it does to you. The obvious is weight gain. Just one soda a day, and you will have consumed an extra 51,000 calories in just a year's period of time. That's above your normal calorie intake. So that's equivalent to an extra 14 pounds of calories just from a soda a day. But does it actually cause weight gain? Is that what's actually causing the weight to be on your body? Well, a large-scale study that followed over 50,000 nurses for many years, they concluded, it was an American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, and they found that women that consumed soda and did it over a period of time, they measured it for 4 years, gained an average of 11 pounds more than people who didn't drink soda. So this puts the weight on. Well, I'll just go diet, Dr. Living Good. We'll have a video for you because that significantly increases stroke risk. I put that in a link right below this video in the description. You can check that out if you're a diet soda drinker. It doesn't get much better, and it starts to make you have more cravings, and it can increase your stroke risk. Now, whether it's diet soda or regular soda, it greatly impacts and causes metabolic syndrome. Now, metabolic syndrome is the breakdown of high cholesterol, high blood pressure, diabetes, and of course, weight gain. And the American Diabetes Association did a study that reported consuming one or more sodas per day compared to none at all increased the risk of metabolic syndrome by 36%. Type 2 diabetes risk went up 67%. So if you are a triglyceride, cholesterol, blood pressure, or diabetes, blood sugar problem sufferer, the soda's got to be a main culprit. That's what we should be going after instead of just throwing in metformin and patching the issue. What's worse is that drinking one diet soda per week was linked to a 70% greater risk of diabetes compared to those that didn't drink diet soda at all. So you don't get away with it even if you're drinking diet because of the chemicals and the toxicity in it. It causes the munchies. Just like some would say with alcohol or drug use causing munchies, soda causes the munchies. A meta-analysis of 88 studies. It was published in the American Journal of Public Health, and they looked through all these studies, and it showed that drinking soda stimulates the appetite of your body, and it suppresses the satiety, satisfaction, even after you've eaten, which causes you to eat more food. One of the studies found that the participants consumed 17% more calories than they did in their typical diet when they were drinking soda. So the calorie intake went up 17%. Drinking soda causes you to eat more, let alone the damaging side effects of the calories of soda. No wonder we gain weight on this. We also lose our minds. Literally, the Journal of Alzheimer's and Dementia monitored 4,000 middle-aged adults. The participants were given memory tests and brain scans, and researchers found that the more sugary soda that someone consumed and someone drank, the worse they did on their memory tests. So if you're losing short-term or long-term memory, maybe it's the soda that you're putting in. The brain scans revealed that the greatest brain shrinkage in people who drank a soda a day. Brain shrinkage. It's because soda ages you. An American Journal of Public Health study linked drinking 20 ounces of sugar-sweetened soda a day to 4.6 additional years of aging compared to those that didn't drink soda. Means you age 4 to 5 years faster drinking soda on a daily basis than a non-soda drinker. It puts your joints on fire. An observational study of more than 80,000 women in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that women who drank one soda or more per day had a 63% increased risk of developing rheumatoid arthritis. I get questions on this all the time. Versus people that didn't drink soda. Could it just be that your diet soda, your soda is the thing that's inflaming your joints? You think you have RA, that something jumped up, some disease now lives inside of you, and in fact, it's just the soda living inside of you. Cutting that habit might eliminate your joint pain altogether. And it's not just your joints, it's your organs. The Journal of Clinical Investigation found that when they did abdominal CT scans and looked at the visceral fat, it's the fat that surrounds your liver, your small intestine. This is the stuff that can really, it wraps around your vital organs. This is stuff that can get you in trouble. But it increased in subjects who consumed high fructose drinks, which is soda. That's one of the dangerous ingredients in it. The danger of the visceral fat is that it secretes chemicals that are associated with a constellation of metabolic abnormalities. I'm talking insulin resistance, high triglycerides, inflammation, and as we mentioned before, type 2 diabetes. That visceral fat drives these conditions, and soda makes your organs fat. Arguably the most important organ of all, your heart, soda increases heart disease. A large study published recently in the Journal of Circulation found that the more sugary drinks people consumed, the higher their risk of dying from any cause, but especially cardiovascular disease. It also makes you depressed. Soda makes you depressed. A large study involving 263,000 people between the age of 50 and 71. They followed them for 10 years, and it turned out that the people that drank just a soda a day were 30% more likely to develop depression versus people who didn't drink soda. It makes you sad. Drinking soda might make you happy in the short term, but it depresses you in the long term. Bottom line is soda increases your death rate. I mean, they even just did a population study based on the Journal American Medical Association Internal Medicine, and they examined soda consumption in 10 European countries, and researchers found that participants who drank 2 or more glasses of soda in a day greatly increased their risk of death from all causes. Soda is a killer. We might not want to hear it. We might love the taste of it. We might have an addiction to it, but it's at what cost? Aging, diabetes, depression, diseases of all types, lots of extra weight gain. Is it really worth it? Or can we do better and find some alternatives? You can still enjoy benefits of good, tasty drinks. You just got to learn how to make them yourself and make food simple. If you need help with that, we wrote an Amazon best-selling book, my wife and I did, to do exactly that. You can still eat everything that you love. You just got to learn how to make it healthier, and that goes for soda and drinks as well. You can get a free copy of that book. I put it in the description below. And since soda damages your liver and your organs so much, let's dive a little bit further into this visceral fat. A lot of it builds up in your liver. How do we actually repair the liver? I made a video for that, and I put it right here for you. That's the next step.